Located in a secret bunker deep beneath Swinburne University, Morgan and Dom broadcast a morning show, the likes of which have never been heard before. From that bunker, this is That Morning Show. It's time for Wake Up with Morgan and Dom.
Hey Dom.
Hello Morgan, how are you?
I am well, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
And hello audience.
Hello, welcome to the week.
Week 2 of
Yes.
Morgan and Dom.
And welcome back to reality.
We are glad to be back here, waking you up on a Monday morning.
Exactly. Wow.
You're all probably feeling like zombies.
That's very true.
This Monday after the weekend, and we have a slight zombie theme coming through today.
Would you call it a zombie theme?
I'd say the
I
first.
certainly would.
I don't know. It's just Dom and I were like, what should we talk about this week? And it's like zombies are always good.
Zombies are fantastic.
Yeah. So for the first start off, I think we should play a song just to start everyone off to
Sounds good to
ease
me.
them in after the weekend. Everyone,
To ease them into our zombie themed episode.
yeah. Let's do that then, Dom. All right.
Alrighty.
Morgan and Dom.
Okay. So Dominic,
Yes.
I've had a very, very long weekend.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been performing all weekend. I've seen lots of
Lovely.
my friends get very sick, and coming into uni today, it's like people are sick everywhere. It leads me like
Oh, dear.
a very all-important question, Dominic, that I have to ask you.
Okay.
What is your zombie plan?
Oh, okay. What's my zombie plan now?
Like, well,
Look, it's
yeah.
a known fact that every guy thinks about this and what they do. In my mind, my zombie plan involves me saving everyone and being the hero of the zombie apocalypse.
Of course, like Brad
In
Pitt.
reality, my zombie plan, I'm probably going to be 2 or 3 people away from being patient zero. I'm very likely to be killed very early. Either that, or I'll be the guy that everyone, you follow along with the guy until the very end, and you just think, oh my god, he's been so awful all along, and you think he's going to make it, and then right at the very end, when all the zombies have been killed, I'm going to be killed by the very last one that went unnoticed.
Oh, you're going to be dead?
That's going to be me. I'm going to die.
A lot of people like to think they're the exception to the rule, but remember, there has got to be a mass of zombies.
That's true.
And statistically,
At
that's
some
going to be
point.
us. But my zombie plan's pretty simple.
Mm.
I'm going to get the biggest car I can, get a ragtag team of survivors.
Can I be part of that
Yeah,
ragtag
sure,
team?
man. Yeah.
Yes.
And it used to be, when I was at high school, it used to be like, let's go to the high school because it's got fences, it's got stuff.
Yeah.
Now I realize it's in the middle of a suburban area. That's just stupid.
I'll tell you what I've been thinking.
Yeah.
Well, this was always my perfect zombie hideout place, was like a hardware store.
Yeah,
like
it's got
Bunnings.
everything you need.
Except, I've just realised this when we were preparing for this show, garden centre is the major downfall of...
You just got to block
Of
garden
the
centre.
warehouse
You got to
store.
cut off the garden centre as part of your
That's
facility.
well, I mean, if you can get around garden centre, then absolutely hardware store.
Yeah, hardware
that's
store.
your favourite.
Or like, but the thing is though, hardware stores,
Not like an, you get the open plan hardware stores,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like a
no,
little
no.
shack and then there's all the wood. No, we want like a box style hardware store.
but like also like that's also in a suburban area. Do you not think it's safer to head out towards
Well, maybe
the
are we
country?
supposed to be looking for islands? Are islands what we want?
islands? Are all right. Yeah.
Like,
Phillip Island, destroy the bridge.
that might work, but there's a lot of people on Phillip
Yeah,
Island.
but-
I think what you want to do is I think boats are a good place to be if you've got enough supplies, and then you want to try and find an island,
You want to find an island?
an uninhabited island. yeah.
Uninhabited island.
Unless, I mean, how does the zombie virus spread? Is the question. In
Well,
this. I
most
mean-
of the time it spreads through bites.
Right. So
That is-
that's
we're gonna
that's very true.
we're gonna strictly go with bites here, guys.
Okay.
Or like
Well, if we go
blood on
strictly
blood
with
contact.
bites- If you go strictly with bites or blood on blood contact, then definitely, I think boat is a good place to go and far away. Think about this. People always go country, but that always ends up bad.
Because you get stuck in traffic.
Well, I wasn't going to say stuck in traffic,
Well,
but
yeah, you get stuck in
but
traffic
once
'cause everyone's going to the country.
the problem with going to the country is everyone in the city, once they're all zombies, comes looking for you.
True, fair point.
And
if
you
you're in
get
the
them
city,
from
they
all
just leave.
directions.
They leave you alone.
Well, the question is, I mean, does the blending in with the zombies work?
Well, I don't think it's ever been tested. I don't think people are brave enough. Like, from like, I'm sure there's been historical accounts of zombies or something. Like, if you've read Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks.
We should get this out of the way first. Zombies are real.
Oh yeah,
this is not
definitely
down for debate.
Yeah. If you've read Max Brooks' Zombie Survival Guide, he has a whole heap of different accounts of previous zombie attacks, and he has like his book is really good for zombie survival. Although it is written for an American audience, which makes me wonder: are we at a disadvantage in Australia because of a lack of weapons?
Or are we at an advantage due to our sort of isolation? I mean, all you do here is, as soon as you hear about zombies, you shut down the airports. I mean, it's the swine flu thing all over again.
Also, I have another. With such the generation we have now, where we have been brought up on zombie movies, we know about Patient Zero and stuff. Mm-hmm. Is it possible that the first signs of zombie behavior by a person, Patient Zero fact, so many people like acclimatized to video games and movies would turn on that person and eradicate the virus before it even was able to spread?
Well, absolutely.
Is that definitely a possibility?
I think that's the most likely outcome of any zombie attack, is that Patient Zero gets shot in the face with a shotgun.
Of course.
That's,
naturally, shotgun to the face, always the best way to fight off zombies. Agreed?
Agreed. Yeah, either that or like a sword is always good.
Yeah.
But shotgun to the face is the sort of traditional method. Got to make sure it's the head, not the chest.
Yep.
That's rule one.
They try and tell us so often because people are stupid. But clearly Dom and I are fully ready for this zombie apocalypse. But what about you guys out there?
That's the question. Like, I mean, I do not want to go down because, somebody else in your ragtag team isn't prepared.
Yeah, guys, so if you could SMS us on 0416 335 028 with your zombie survival plans, or phone us on 9214 8956. You can tweet at us at Morgan and Dom. You can go on our Facebook page. I'm sure one of those forms of communication is available to you.
We are monitoring all of these from Zombie HQ here in our underground bunker studio.
Let us know your zombie plan. And also, I'm taking applications for Ragtag Team. Let us know what you would bring to the team.
Oh, that's a good plan.
And so we're going to play a zombie-themed song, as Radioactive was slightly zombie, like radioactive zombies. We're going to play, and then we're going to come to Morgan's movie mode. We've renamed it. We'll come to that, but it's going to focus on some zombie documentaries, some documentaries about real-life zombie outbreaks, I believe.
Yes,
my top ones. But first, we are going to go to a song, guys. So hope you enjoy.
Morgan's Real Talk.
Hi guys, welcome back. So as we said last week, I used to do a show by myself, and I had a segment called Morgan's Movie of the Week.
Morgan's Movie of the Week, yes.
Whatever. We decided we need to change it up. We got a new platform. We took it over, but we're going to change the name
to Morgan's Real Talk.
And it sounds weird, but it is really a site-specific joke, which is unfortunate because we are on radio.
Yeah, it is a verbal pun, or it's a written pun, which is
that is exactly what it is. But would you like to explain why it's a pun, Dominic?
It's spelt R-E-E-L. It's Real Talk, as
like
in
a film reel.
A reel of film, which is why we might have to rethink that.
I think it's good. All right, we may come back to it. We may come to it, but this week, because we're having sort of a zombie theme, because zombies are great.
And because, frankly, I think we need to be prepared, and I think as a society we are underprepared.
We're doing something this week. We're going to name some of my all-time favourite zombie movies.
That's true. There are some people who have been doing some great work in the field of zombie research.
It is zombie research, so if you guys haven't seen any of these, we really, really implore you to, so we can get the word out and teach people how to hunt down and kill all these zombies, I guess. Mm-hmm. So, my top number one. Oh, also, you guys don't have to agree with these, so feel free to send in your own top movie picks for zombies. True. But for number one, my zombie pick, number one, has got to be Shaun of the Dead, directed by Edgar Wright and written by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright, and of course starring Nick Frost. Yep. You've seen it, I trust, Dominic? You love it?
Absolutely. It is one of my favourite movies.
It is one of the best zombie movies. It is a parody, but it still teaches you some important lessons.
It definitely stands up.
Pubs are great for
pubs
zombie.
Are good. Yep.
All right, so we're moving on to number two now, which is, of course, the original movie that Shaun of the Dead parody is called Dawn of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder, who is now famous for Superman and the new Superman vs. Batman, and written by George A. Romero and James Gunn. Some would say George A. Romero, the king of zombie documentaries and factual stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Would you say that, Dominic?
Possibly, the best documentarian I've ever seen. I mean, would you call him a documentarian? I'd call him a sort of researcher / documentarian.
Yeah, he's definitely done extensive work in the field.
Yes,
I would also agree.
I think that's possible.
Number three, another comedy. I do like taking light of zombies because it is a serious issue. So the only way to get it across is to make light of it.
It's very true. You often find that comedy is one of the ways that people can talk about real issues.
Of course, yes. So number three is Zombieland, directed by Ruben Fleischer, starring Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone, amongst various others. This one actually goes a lot into it. It gives a lot of detail about surviving in a world. There's specific rules, like there's a rule for cardio. I don't know the exact numbers. I haven't seen it in a while, but there's like rule for cardio. I think
that's very true.
Rule 4 or something. Enjoy the little things. It's very important. There's an extensive list that is very important for surviving in Zombieland.
This should be required watching for everyone who sees themselves wanting to get through a zombie apocalypse for more than about 2.5 hours.
Yes, of course. And next, number 4 is, of course, World War Z, the unrated version, because the unrated is better. It's more more acclimatized to a real world where it's not less gory and stuff. You need to be acclimatized to that world.
You can't censor issues like this.
So this movie's directed by Mark Forster and starring Brad Pitt. So he is very... If you find yourself in a ragtag team with Brad Pitt, lucky you, because he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Except with his haircut in this movie, it's not... I'm not a big fan of it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on the haircut.
I'm also aware this might cause a bit of controversy. It might not, because the book is completely different to the movie, so people are a bit like, oh, it was a terrible movie. It's still good if you're learning how to survive in the desolate wasteland of the zombie apocalypse. Number 5 is The Walking Dead. Now, this one isn't really a movie. No, this one isn't really a movie, but when it comes to great zombie factual evidence and working together in a team dynamic, you can't go past The Walking Dead.
No.
4 seasons, working on the 5th of mistakes and things they've got right. It really is just, if you want to learn, watch it. You can write down what they've done right, learn from what they did wrong.
I suppose it is very much in that sense one of the truest forms of documentary, in that we're not seeing things after the fact. We're seeing this actual research
we're
as
saying
it
has happened in the real world, and it is like really the ragtag team as well. This is the ragtag team you want. Now, Dom, those are my top 5. Is there anything you would like to add to the list? Is there any specific... I'm
not sure. Oh God, I've forgotten the name of the film. We were talking about it before. The question is I Am Legend a zombie film?
Yeah, we were talking with this about our friends Wes and Dan, who were on before us. Go check them out. We love them.
They are wonderful.
But yeah, they seem to think that I Am Legend is a zombie movie. I did enjoy it as a zombie movie. I don't disagree, but I have read people that disagree of it as a zombie movie. I agree that it is like in the original I Am Legend, it's zombie-based infection, that radiation-based infection that affects people and turns them into like radiation monsters, which is similar to zombies. It's a bit, I think, and then in the new one, it's like a cancer virus that takes people over, and then it is transferred through bite, which I personally think I Am Legend can be counted. But I understand that there are many people out there who disagree, and
it's hard to define.
There is a hard distinction of zombie, and like the movies come out and they change it and they mix it up. There is specific law I believe in, but I Am Legend is different. Like it's transferred by bite, so I think it personally counts.
Fair enough.
Is that the only movie you'd think would also belongs up on that list?
Oh well, there's a billion different zombie movies, but I mean, really, I absolutely agree with your number 1 pick.
Yep, Shaun of the Dead.
Absolutely,
love it.
Absolutely one of my favourite films. And definitely, if you're interested in the zombie genre, that is definitely what you should be watching.
Yeah, so all of you, please go check out these movies if you haven't, just so you can learn for the eventual inevitable zombie uprising. Also, if you have your own picks, please SMS them to us.
Yes.
Phone in or Facebook at Morgan and Dom, or tweet us at Morgan and Dom. There's so many forms of communication. Why not use them? But for now, we're going to go to another song, and then when we come back, I think we're doing another...
Oh, yes. When we come back,
Unwilling Correspondent.
We're doing Unwilling Correspondent.
One of our favourites. So, hope you guys have a good one.
You're listening to Wake Up with Morgan and Dom.
Okay, what are we doing now, Dominic?
Well, we're doing Unwilling Correspondent, I think.
Are we? Are we going to do that?
We're going to try. We're going to have a go.
Well, who are we going to... Well, do you want to start setting it up? And I'm going to explain what we're going to do in Unwilling Correspondent today.
Okay.
Today, with our
I'm going to need the phone number to call for Unwilling Correspondent.
Oh, well, it's in there.
Oh, fair enough. No.
So, yeah.
It'd be your phone.
Yeah. So, today in Unwilling Correspondent, well, first off, Unwilling Correspondent is we call someone up out of the blue.
Yeah, we didn't explain this last week.
Yeah, we did not. So we call someone up out of the blue and we interview them or ask what they're doing. They don't know to expect us. But today we're going to, because it's zombie theme, we're going to do it a bit differently. We're going to be calling my friend Darcy. And we're going to call him and ask him how the virus is spreading around him, if he's feeling sick. Try and head it in a zombie tone sort of thing. And that is, we do admit there is a bit of a flaw in this one thing. It is that
hello?
They can hang up if they...
That is true,
Or they could not pick up.
Hello, Darcy, are you there?
Alright, so we're gonna cross over to Darcy now live, so let's do it. Darcy, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Darcy. You're on a Wake Up with Morgan and Dom. How you doing?
Hello. I am quite good. How are you, Dom?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How are you, Morgan?
I'm good. Darcy, where are you right now?
I am currently on a train at Blackburn train station.
Can you describe the atmosphere? Is anyone looking sick around you at the moment?
Well, there's a bunch of school kids, and they've all got snotty noses. So, yes.
Dear,
that's a sign of a contagion. Darcy, we have a very serious...
Yes?
The zombie uprising is beginning right now. Have you... We've
called you in to be our zombie correspondent.
To be our zombie correspondent. Is everything safe around you? Is everything looking fine in where you are out in Blackburn?
No, well, there is a bit of fire in the sky, but that's about it.
Darcy, have you got a zombie plan to enact very shortly?
Yes. I think I'll be getting off the station and climbing the nearest high building.
Are you aware that...
On the outside? That seems a little bit impossible, unless you're Spider-Man.
Well, not from the outside. I'll check the building first, I guess.
But are you aware that being on a train, you are, of course, in one of the worst locations for a zombie virus to theoretically spread?
Space.
Enclosed space, not much places you can go. Are you not at all a little bit worried?
Slightly, but I think I'll be able to get off pretty quickly.
Darcy, can you ask someone around you how they're feeling about the zombie outbreak and whether they've heard about it and whether they're prepared?
Okay, I'll hand you over to Emmet and you can ask him. Hello?
Emmet, this is Morgan and Dom.
You're on Wake Up.
You're on with Wake Up with Morgan and Dom this afternoon.
How are you feeling about the zombies?
About the zombies. Everyone's looking sick today. The zombie virus is spreading. How are you feeling in a closed space with all this happening?
No, I'm alright. I'm not very tasty, so I don't think...
You're not very tasty?
You know, I don't think they necessarily go after the flesh for its taste.
No, I don't. I think it's more the
brains,
the hunger in the brains, is it not?
Mm.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm terrified.
Oh, really?
No,
that's not bad at all.
I've been living my life the wrong way.
So if you were enact your zombie plan right now, are you happy to...
Are you in a position to do this?
Also, is Darcy going to be a member of your ragtag team? Are you two happy to fight in the wastelands of the zombie apocalypse for the rest of eternity?
Yeah.
Yeah, until you...
Darcy's the first to go.
Is Darcy the first? Is he patient zero? You better watch him.
I think Darcy might be a zombie already.
I think you should shoot him in the face with a shotgun just to be
I feel like we have a lot of zombies in the audience on a Monday.
That's very true. I certainly feel like a zombie on a Monday.
Oh, same here, man. Jeez.
Doing this entire show on autopilot.
Yeah. I don't even know how I'm operating right now.
So can you gauge the room there? I mean, you say you're on a train. How's that looking?
Is everyone seem to be safe, or is there someone looking a bit under the weather, someone you can keep your eyes on?
Everyone seems to look the same. They're all looking at their phones.
Have you got anything you can defend yourself with on hand? Like, what's the closest thing?
Yeah, I've got Darcy.
Oh, Darcy, really? You'd give him up like that?
Yeah, I just throw him towards them and then run away.
Fair.
That'll keep him busy for a while.
Yeah, and then you can enact your zombie plan. Out of curiosity, we've already asked Darcy this. Do you have a zombie plan ready in action, waiting to go?
Yeah, well, I had one, and it was just to taste bad, but apparently that doesn't work. So
no, I'm afraid it doesn't. No. Unless it's a zombie Gordon Ramsay or something.
Or maybe, Emmet, you could be like the one person who is immune, like, dare I say, Last of Us? You could be that one person.
Oh, yeah, probably. That'd probably be me.
Of all the people, it'd be you, right?
Yeah, but I've always thought my zombie preparation is that I just shoot myself. I can't be bothered.
You can't be bothered with any of it?
Yeah. I can't be bothered. I'd have to make new friends. I hate friends.
You can make zombie friends? Oh, that's a movie I forgot. That's because it's a terrible movie.
What movie?
The one with the guy from Skins and he's like a zombie that turns into a human.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Warm Bodies.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
that. Not
a
great movie.
No. Okay.
Oh, Emmet, we were talking about our favourite zombie movies of all time before. You're a movie buff. What's your favourite zombie movies of all time?
I don't know. It's probably Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that's what we said.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
This has been this version of Unwilling Correspondent.
You've been a fantastic Unwilling Correspondent. Much better than the idiot we had on last week.
And much better than Darcy as well. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's nice to see you having fun there, man. All right, so we're going to head off to another song now, guys, and hope you have a wonderful day. Catch you later, team.
You're listening to 3SSR.
You're listening to Wake Up with Morgan and Dom.
MorganandDom.com.
I love that. MorganandDom.com.
Yeah, make sure to visit MorganandDom.com. It's our website. It's fantastic.
So well.
We're in a little bit of trouble.
Are we, Dominic?
We've got a text from Alex.
Oh, yes, we did. Who was, if you might remember, he was our Unwilling Correspondent last week.
He said, the idiot from last week, thanks, guys. By the way, no love for 28 days later. So we'll deal with that in two parts.
Yeah.
First of all, you didn't talk into your phone loud enough. We got an angry text about that. No angry texts at the moment about Darcy and Emmet.
Yeah,
so
they were loved by all.
And 28 days later, what are our
falls
thoughts on
under
that?
the same thing as I'm Legend.
That's what I'm
It's
thinking.
a Contagion. It is, although I personally believe it's a zombie movie, but it also it is open to.
It's one of those
scrutiny
ones
by
that's
many
open
other
to
people.
discussion. So,
Speak,
Alex, if you want to plead your case, then text through as much crap as you want.
Yeah, and now I also got told, I got a text message from one of my friends who helped me make we made a movie together on YouTube.
Oh, very nice.
And he's a bit angry at me because we didn't pimp it out because it's zombie related.
Oh,
so,
okay. So you're going to
Tony,
do that?
this is for you. If we go check out on YouTube Minecraft Rots Your Brains. It's a little zombie short.
I've seen that. That's very good.
It is very good. We put a lot of time and effort into it, so it is zombie
that
related.
zombies?
So go check it out. Yeah,
Okay.
it is zombies. Yeah,
Okay.
and if you like Minecraft, you should also like it. Now, are you? I'm sure many of you are familiar. I'm sure Dom is also familiar with the
Probably.
love song dedications.
Oh, yes.
This is
yes.
from Joey going out to Lucy, sort of thing.
Yep. I'm very familiar with
Now,
those.
this morning something happened. I got an idea for a radio segment. So we just threw this together today. I told Dom we wanted to do it.
This
He's
is-
like, thought we'd give it a try.
Yep.
It's called Hate Song Dedications. We don't like to promote hate, but sometimes you just need a vent.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I want to dedicate a hate song to someone, a woman who stole my park at the train station this morning. I was going to get it. She zoomed in and got it.
Oh, that's always the
It
worst.
was really annoying. I missed my train. But lucky I went in early anyway. Dom, is there anything you would like? You were mentioning you were a lovable person that you don't like have any hatred,
I'm
but-
not sure there's anyone that I hate
Really?
at the moment.
No one you hate at all?
No one's pissed me off today.
Oh, really? Well, anything you want to get off your chest? Is Alex annoying you now? Did you like to...
Oh, Alex always annoys me, so I can't really dedicate a hate song to him, can I? Can I?
Can you?
Yeah, okay. Alex, this is for you.
All right, so this one's going out to all those people that you may hate out there. This is hate song dedications. All right, here we go. So that was I Hate Everything All About You by 3 Days Grace, our very first...
hate song dedication.
Hate
Almost
song
stuffed that up.
dedications. It's... I hope it would continue to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we could get you guys to message us on one of our platforms, just
tweet us, Facebook us.
If you want to vent about those people who just made your day just that little bit worse. That
I'll tell you what else we should do.
Really, really don't like them.
We will set up a dedicated hate song dedications line you can call.
We'll definitely do that.
And then you can vent about the people.
Yeah, you can just have a vent. That's what we're here for, really.
And we'll play those
for
before
you
hate song
guys.
dedications on the
now,
set.
This is really good.
Check our Facebook and Twitter
check
for
our
that
Facebook
number.
and Twitter for that number as well. Now this is really good. One of my friends, Dylan, has Facebook messaged us with some on one of our statuses with some of the movies like Day of the Dead, 1985, and 28 Zombieland, 28 Days Later, and the Twilight series. His top zombie movies.
Sorry, the Twilight series.
Yeah, the Twilight series.
With vampires.
Yeah. Now we can discuss with him about this later because this is a really good segue. My friend Dylan is in a band.
Mm-hmm.
We're hopefully going to have them in a couple of weeks. We want, at least one of them. We want to talk to them to get them. But last week they did something big. They released their first single.
Oh, very good! Congratulations,
guys!
That's fantastic.
Congratulations, Zutroy. Their band's called Zutroy,
Lovely.
named after a less known Simpsons character. But they've downloaded their first, released their first single. You can go download it at zutroy.bandcamp.com. Now you can get it for free, but I'm being a nice, I paid for it. It's where you choose to how much you want to pay. And they could really use the support, guys. They're a great up-and-coming Melbourne band. And, Dylan's just a really good mate. And I would love to have him on eventually to talk about it. And also talk about the Twilight series is one of his favourite zombie movies. That is a tad
You might have to
strange.
explain that one, Dylan.
But for now, we're just going to play you their single. And if you like it, once again, head to zutroy.bandcamp.com. So this is their single, Into the Woods.
Lost in the woods, I make my bed. Fox's teeth rip my skin, nor in my flesh. Surrender to the trees, one with the dirt. Name floats on the breeze, this is the grave I've made.
Lost in the woods, I make my bed. Fox's teeth with my skin or in my flesh. Surrender to the trees, one with the dirt. Name floats on the breeze, this is the grave I've made. In the forest, my ghost wanders. curious silence. Your name lingers on my tongue. Lost in the woods, I make my bed. Fox's teeth in my skin or in my flesh. Surrender to the trees, one with the dirt. Name floats on the breeze, it's just the grave I've made.
You're listening to Wake Up with Morgan and Dom, or at least you were for the time.
It's not bad over, and it's always sad, Dom.
Yeah,
it's always
come to
a
an
sad
end,
moment when we come to an end.
I suppose we might as well do a quick disclaimer before we finish.
Should we?
The events of the zombie apocalypse dictated in this episode of Wake Up with Morgan and Dom are entirely fictional.
I thought that was slightly over-exaggerated.
But it could happen at any time.
Yeah, this was just a precursor, like, guys.
This was like a War of the Worlds thing.
Sort of thing, so we just got to letting you guys know you got to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
Especially with everyone being sick in public places, what they are nowadays.
Absolutely. So make sure you are prepared for zombie survival during the zombie apocalypse, and let us know your zombie survival plans at Morgan and Dom on Facebook and on Twitter.
Check us out on morgananddom.com as well.
Absolutely.
We're everywhere, guys. We even got an Instagram.
We do have an Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram now at Morgan.
So please give us a like, show us your support, because it's really, we enjoy this, but we'd enjoy it so much more if we knew people were listening.
Yeah, because I mean, at the moment we've got like 3 people that know about the show. So.
All right, so Dom, you've got a song to play us out, I believe?
I do have a song to play us out, but until next week, I've been Dom.
And I've been Morgan.
And
it'd be weird if it was any other way around, wouldn't it?
It would be, wouldn't it?
All right, so let's hit it.
You've been listening to Wake Up with Morgan and Dom. Missed the show? Listen again straight away at 3ssr.org. Or visit morgananddom.com for past episodes on video, behind the scenes, and more exclusive content.